21 A-slot. Nice launch, good angle, and some pretty nice blocks in there, guys. I like it especially, so things I like is the shape in the center from Manuel and Marconi. Just a very slight cheat here from Felipe. Fred straight, but he's got no space, so I understand that. If we could put it a little more in the center of the tunnel, let me find one where Fred has a little more room, because he's obviously hard for him to start the block. Okay, a couple of things. So I like how ready Felipe is. He's super ready, super charged, and he's getting his hips around the corner, which is fine, as long as he doesn't back up radically. He's just, as Manuel moves out, he gets his hips to here, which is fantastic, and then he looks, waits for Fred, and then goes. And that's, we don't want to go any deeper than that, Felipe. I see on some of them, it looks like you feel like you should travel more over the top of Fred. Don't, please. Just keep it as a feeling of rotation. It's pretty good. And then the other thing I want to do is I want to see if Fred, if you can use your arms as well to help your body get moving in this direction at the start of the block. So as Marconi steps out now, I should see your hip, keeping your center point still, but I should see your hip moving that way. You can try with your legs, you can use your arms, whatever you need to do, but see where Felipe is now. Ideally, I'd like to see you there so that we have the two of you guys against. Now, before you guys were you were stuck against the tunnel, Fred. Let me find another one where maybe you're not. Yeah, same thing. See how you're staying still at the beginning. It is a subtle change. I understand that. I'm giving you guys some different inputs here, but it's in the goal of making the block quicker and more efficient. So as Marconi moves out, see if you can get your hips going a little more that direction so that you are in this angle now with Felipe, and then that way you guys cross together. Okay, we'll just watch a few now. That's what I mean by the deep vertical Felipe. We want to avoid that so much. So that's almost too much around the corner. It's just as Manuel steps out, you get your hips to here, and that's fine. Just wait there. What you can do now is you can push Manuel a little bit with your right hand to open the piece up, but please don't go traveling towards the other pair, because that ends up with a very deep vertical, and as you can see, it's hard for you guys to then get out of the way for the catch. So just a couple of tiny details, but some good improvements. Oh, Fred, that looks better. Looks like you get your hips moving. There we go. Nice, Fred. So your hips are moving. There's the picture. Perfect. So we have Fred and Felipe parallel with each other at the right time. The cross happens, not too much vert. Pretty superb, guys. And it looks like quite a light catch as well. Nice, very good. So those are the things we're going to be working on. Keep the shape going. That's another good one there. Keep the shape at the center. Simultaneous grip, simultaneous move out. We see this picture here. Ideally, Fred would be the same angle as Felipe, but you guys would end up crossing together. And then lots of power, but then finishing pretty light. Remember, the power comes at the beginning now, and then the rotation finishes lightly on the grip so that we can move on to the next point. So I don't know, Fred, whether it's something whether you need to be thinking about before you pick up the grip. Let's see how your hips keep moving. Ideally, I see you're up against the wall again as well, which doesn't help. Yeah. It's just leaving you a little bit behind on the start of some of the blocks. When everything starts in the middle of the tunnel, it's definitely easier for you, Fred, like there. But I would say use whatever you can with your body to get yourself to the correct angle to there. Yeah. And then this is nice. If Felipe doesn't see you, he should wait so that he coincides the move.